In this video, we're exploring the city of Palermo in Sicily, Italia, next on Jaycation. Ciao Jaycationers, welcome to a video here in the Italia series. That's right, after 6 years away from Italia, we are back and we are in an area of the world that I was originally supposed to go to in 2020, and that is Sicily. We're gonna be exploring Palermo for the next 2 days. We're gonna see all the historic sites of the most conquered city in the world, try their amazing Sicilian food and the street eats around here, roam around markets, stores, show you my hotel and how travel is over here to Palermo. Now, Sicily is the biggest island in the Mediterranean, and I'm excited to be here for the very first time. So let's flash back to me back at the airport, traveling from Barcelona to Palermo, and let you know the details on how cheap it was to travel here. Off to Palermo, Italia we go. Sicily, first time ever. Let's do this. Just touched down to our 5th country here on this European trip, and we are now here in Italy, in the region of Sicily, in the city of Palermo. We're gonna have to figure a way to get into town because the airport is about 30 minutes to an hour away. So let's see what options we have. I got my flight from Ryanair through a website called Kiwi. I paid $36 round trip, non-stop Barcelona to Palermo and then back on Friday. We're here for 2 days. There's 3 ways to get to the town of Palermo, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away. 1 is take the regional train, which is a cheap alternative. 2 is take a bus, or 3, take a shared taxi, which will be the most convenient, and it's only €8 each way. So I might take the shared taxi to tell you the truth and pay a little more. It's only €8. Let's go. I don't have bags with me, just my backpack. I love that we are back in Italy. Look, we have ads for the Sicilia outlet village. To the left of baggage claim exit is the train station. You just gotta take the escalators down, but we're not gonna do that today. I think we are gonna take the shared taxi for €8. And this is it. It can be found exiting to the right, 15 meters, €8 per person. Ciao Bella, we're in Italia. You can also go the baller way and get a private car or a actual taxi, a private taxi, but the shared taxi for €8, you can't beat that. If you're looking for the shuttle bus, that's right there, and it is a little cheaper. It's €6 one way, €10 round trip, but we're taking one of these taxis to get to the center. The only thing with the taxi share is you can't leave until the car fills up, and right now it's slow, so we're just sitting here waiting for the car to fill up. It's about 45 minutes to an hour to get to the center of Palermo from here. And Palermo Airport is actually in a town called Sinisi. I think that's how it's said. Literally just dropped me off 2 blocks from my Airbnb. Shared taxi, I definitely recommend it. You are paying a couple euro more, but I think it's a lot faster than taking the shuttle all the way and then having to walk further. I'm probably gonna take that back to the airport when I leave in a couple of days. Now let's find my Airbnb. Easy, found it. The place I'm staying at is Artisan Maison. Oh yes, did we score on doing some research on Google? We have a super nice room that's air conditioned, and wow, it is vast, and I only paid about 80 bucks a night here. The directions on WhatsApp that they send you after you check in is right on point. You click a link. As long as you have internet on your phone, it'll open up the front door of this building, and then you go up 1 floor, it gives you a code. You use that code to get into this area, and now I have my own room and I got my keys. I'm just gonna chillax a little bit and explore more of Palermo. Before I completely mess up this room, why don't we just give you a tour now? Look at the design of this bed. Hopefully it doesn't roll. Oh no, it's tied to the wall. I'm gonna say her name, Alexa. How you doing today? So you got her to help you activate things like air conditioning. Middle is a coffee table and a chair. And then you got a place to hang stuff. You got the TV over here. This is the working area. Ooh, refrigerator. There's already waters and stuff in there. And they do give you a Bialetti coffee maker, as well as a hot teapot right there. And look at this beautiful vanity area. I'm loving the design of this vanity mirror. A balcony overlooking the city of Palermo. And you also got a chair and some tables over here. And I'm guessing this is something to do with hanging stuff. I don't know. What is this, guys? Comment down below. Then you got a couple of ceramic nightstands over here, some reading lights. Is this also a balcony? Oh, it is. You got 2 balconies. This is impressive. That right there is the trash can and recycling. And the bathroom, a little circle mirror and a bowl sink. They give you everything you're gonna need over here. The low to the ground toilet and a bidet. And then you got a walk-in shower. All this for about 85 euro. You also have to pay a city tax, which is 2 euro a night. And if you just leave 4 euro at the desk at checkout, they will just take that and be happy. Now we're gonna go out to the town. But it says here, Artisan Maison is an ancient residence that has been renovated using recycled and handcrafted materials. This approach has allowed us to furnish the spaces with an exclusive collection of furniture that blends ancient elegance with modern design, creating a unique environment that you will not find elsewhere in this Palermo market. We're gonna go to the old town center and grab a bite to eat. For those of you that don't know much about Palermo history, it is the most conquered area in the world. It has been conquered for so many years, and every corner you turn here is a piece of history. You just gotta look. Since we are in the region of Sicily, this store is called Sicily. Even though we're not in Spain, we're walking down this Rambla Plaza area. Tons of restaurants over here. But I saved quite a few restaurants that have high remarks. So we'll head to that and trust that. Filming of this video is June 11th, 2025. It's about 77 degrees and a little humid here in Palermo. So it's a little warmer than it is in Barcelona. It looks like this shopping street is closed. We're headed towards the Zara, so I'm gonna walk right in the middle of the street, and you can see all these mountains surrounding Palermo. There's a lot of mountains here, and of course, Sicily has Mount Etna, which is to the east of Palermo, a lot closer to Catania, where I was originally supposed to go back in 2020. So 2020, I was supposed to visit Sicily for 9 days. It was going to be my first ever TBEX travel conference. I wasn't speaking or anything like that. I was just a regular paid attendee, and funny enough, I am now a speaker. But I was gonna come here to see my friend Hirby Bar speak, and this was March of 2020, and we all know infamously around the world what happened. It turns out Milan was the epicenter of this thing that they were calling the C virus. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube now. I was supposed to do 9 days here and go to the west coast of Sicily and then end my trip here in Palermo, but I never got to go. So for the last 5 years, it always has been a dream of mine to come to Sicily and come to Palermo. Eventually one day go to Catania and just see this part of the world. And there it is, Zara. Let's see the price differences versus Barcelona. Obviously I can't read Italian, but I know Donna is women at least. Bambino, I don't know what bambino is. Is that guys or is that kids? But I know that Zara's in Europe tend to put the men's section in the farthest part of the building so that there's less theft. Prices are a bit higher. I saw this same one in Barcelona. It's $99.95 here. In Barcelona, I believe it's $79. Oh no, this is $29.95 in Barcelona. It's $39.95 here. So yeah, about a 10 euro difference. So what stores like Zara do to prevent theft is they make you take the escalators up, but then you have to take the stairs down. That just gives them more time to spot a shoplifter, or more time for the shoplifter to think that ain't a good idea to steal. I've noticed that in a lot of these different stores around Europe. Okay, good thing I looked over here to my right because there is an Alanto Vinaio here. It's not even on Google Maps, so it must be new. And there is a line for it. There's a red carpet there. Might have to go there tomorrow. Not today though. I also searched another panini place with salami and all that stuff, so I might go there tomorrow. But now that I see this Alanto Vinaio, I might have to do it to go at least. Let's grab some dinner. Shout out to my lovely cousin Rachel, my godson Valentino, and my cousin-in-law Paolo. When I see a store like Alcott, I remember the times I visited them when they lived in Milan They now live in Southern California, but I do like the style of Alcott. They do not have this in Spain. Definitely worth checking out. Oh yeah, I'm glad I jumped in here. There is a couple of things that I may want. Uh-oh. See, now like a shirt like this, it screams Italy. I would totally get this. I have enough room for one shirt in my backpack. Get me out of shopping. We should just do some exploring. This is Teatro Massimo di Palermo. Beautiful building. Look at that. I love the sandstone color of this building. Got lions surrounding it. Must be beautiful on the inside too. We also got a lot of people here hanging out. There's tons of gelaterias over here. Oh, we're gonna definitely get into some gelato while we're here. Take a look at this beautiful street. It's got some hearts. It says Benvenuti a Palermo. That's really nice. Candy Lisa has a Christopher Reeve Superman here. And you got your Minions, as well as Homer Simpson, E.T., Shrek, and Spider-Man. Spidey, what's up? And they got a lot of Sicilia hats over here. And this area is just lined with restaurants and mini alleyways. It says the restaurant that I want to go to is really close, but I keep stopping because I've never seen this place before and I'm just enjoying the scenery. I don't know if this is a daily thing or if it's just tonight. Today's a Wednesday. They have a flea market here, and every corner you turn, there's towels, shirts, souvenirs. So this is the place that I was looking for. Amuta Mudika. Look at the prices over here. Not bad at all. And they do have outdoor seating, and we're like literally in the middle of this flea market right now. So we just sat down here at Amuta Mudika. It's off the corner of Main Street here, and I really want some pasta. They had some pasta alla norma, some pasta alla bolognese, but their Amuta Mudika has some anchovies in it, and it looks really tasty. And they also have arancini. I gotta have arancini every place I go while I'm here. And I told my cousin Rachel, who introduced me to Spritz in Milan, that I didn't really like it back in the day, but I'm gonna give it a second try here in Palermo. So let's try it out. If I like it, Rachel, I'm gonna shout you out to that. So this is the Amuta Mudika pasta. It's got garlic oil, chili pepper, tomato, toasted crush, grated cheese, parsley, and anchovy. I was in an anchovy mood today. Oh, it's nice and seasoned. Let's check it out. That pasta's hot. Yeah, you get a light taste of that anchovy in it. I'm excited for some arancini. Off to a good start. All right, chin chin, we got the Aperol Spritz. Still a little bitter to my taste, but I can see why people like it. It's a very refreshing drink, but if you don't like bitters, you probably wouldn't like it. But when in Palermo, you try Aperol Spritz. I can't wait to get into this arancini ball. Look at that. Oh man, it's huge. It's a little bigger than the baseball size. I'm gonna work on the pasta first. The tomatoes in Italy are superb. Tomatoes for days. Time to dig into that arancini. Let's just bite into it. Wow, nice thick rice ball with minced beef. Got green peas in here, some carrots. That is fantastic. That's not a stingy amount either. The Spritz is actually pretty damn good. Good with the pasta, like when you mix it up. Oh, this arancini, heaven. I'm in heaven. If I had my Tabasco sauce, I would totally put it on this. Thumbs up. Finished off that arancini. That was amazing. Had to get Italian beer. Birra Moretti. Had to wash that down after. So good. And my cousin Rachel and her husband Paulo, they have a friend that's from here that lives in San Diego that's actually in Palermo right now. His name is Luca, and we're actually gonna meet up, and he's gonna tell me a little bit about Palermo because he's actually from here and now lives in San Diego. Small world, and shout out to my cousins and Paulo for connecting me. It's always great to meet people from around the world. So this is the Quattro Ki, the main square of Palermo. We got all the music playing. Hey! This is Luca, this is Paolo and Rachel's friend.
Ciao!
Thanks for showing me around, man.
I'm your tour guide for the next 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, all right. You're the man. Thanks, Luca.
You're welcome. So this way was the main section of Palermo. We had like a marketplace over here. Everybody used to come around here with the horses. So we're talking about their historical section. And that church, my God, it's a shame that it's closed. Dude, inside, it's unique. The architecture inside is Barocco. It's called Piazza della Vergogna.
Piazza della Vergogna.
If you go under this church, you can still hear the river.
And it just shows how Palermo is the most conquered city in the world.
And
Arabic and Catholic church right there.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Look at
Look
at the mixture of that.
Here, look, it was the level of the original Palermo. Palermo was high at that level.
Oh, really?
This part here came out later. They had to create like a flat.
So they dug deeper.
Yeah, but this one was the original level of Palermo. The islet, as a matter of fact, it's a mix of Italian, Spanish, French, and Arabic. Like, for example, to say to work in Italian, it's lavoro, right? Spanish, trabajo. In my dialect, trabajo.
In Tagalog, it's trabajo.
I see.
Yeah, because we're both Spanish, Colin.
Yeah. Dude, these people that were everywhere.
So Giuseppe Gerabaldi
slept on that
slept
building.
over here.
Yeah, and that's Enrico V. He was one of the king of Spain.
Man, the lighting right now this time of night is nice. Look at all those pillars. It's huge.
I told you, it's massive.
So it's July 14th. This is Santa Rosalia, and she's the protector of Palermo.
Yes.
And they are gonna parade her down the street over here. That is a huge statue.
It's insane, dude. The parade, it's insane. I'm not kidding. Over 800,000 people, they're all gonna be here at the same time. The roof over here, they're gonna be full of people. And there are fireworks, the people that dance. It's insane.
So that's one of the 10 walls that they used to close around 10:30 at night. And then this is the royal castle right here. Shout out to Luca. He showed me around, gave me a nice historic tour in an hour. And it's always great to meet somebody that's from here to give you all the cool things about the city, especially this one, because every corner you turn there seems to be some sort of history here. And at night, this place is great. We're only here for 2 nights. We're having gelato both nights. Briosa, Granite, Siciliane. Give me some of that pistachio. Back at the hotel room, and I didn't get gelato. It's actually called Granita. It's a refreshing semi-frozen treat, and a brioche is basically a nice Italian combination. It's more icy than gelato is. I got pistachio and some sort of almond, I think. Definitely a little icier. It got a little lemon taste to it too. It goes good with the bread though. Nice soft bread. Good brioche. It's got a 4.9 on Google. Granita, never knew. Thumbs up. I've gotten down to the pistachio of this Granita, and it is straight gas. Yes, definitely the pistachio. Rise and shine, Jaycationers. It is the next morning. Got a nice night's sleep here with having Alexa, who's hearing me right now. It actually really works out, and the air conditioning is flowing nicely. Alexa, turn off the music. But today we're gonna enjoy more of Palermo. It's about 9:30 in the morning. We're gonna get some street food, try some more pasta, get some cannolis. Wow, the Granita was amazing, and so was that brioche. Glad I tried that, because after eating that last night, I was watching some YouTube videos, and that's really popular here. But I also want to get some more gelato and try more arancini. So let's explore more of Palermo. Maybe even go to a beach town just up the way. This building right here literally looks like a mansion from GTA as a moped drives by. It can definitely also be crazy to cross the street here, even if you're using a crosswalk. So make sure you're looking left, looking right, and don't assume these cars are gonna stop for you. I hustled. We're walking to a fast food pasta spot that looks really good, and the prices look right. One of those Chinese takeaway boxes. We're gonna have 3 meals total today. So we are on the biggest island of the Mediterranean, all of Sicily. You may think Sicily is connected to Italy, but no, there is a body of water, a small body of water separating main Italy, the whole boot, to Sicily. I wanted to pass by one of the marinas just to see it. Nothing really special about this marina, to tell you the truth, but what is special about Palermo is its natural harbors and the way it curves. So there are a few natural harbors here, and that's why a lot of rulers conquered this area in the past, giving its name the most conquered city in the world. So many of these buildings have so much history, are so different and so unique. Yes, make a Sicilian friend, preferably here from Palermo, because they know a lot more of the history and more of all the different corners you turn. There's always a story. As a tourist, when you're here, yes, you can find out information, but nothing beats having either a local or a tour guide with you. Look at this fountain. Enzo Celerio. You'll find these pictures throughout the city. These pictures are actually located around the exact place where the picture was taken. And look at this little toddler, this little tyke, hitching a ride from this carriage right here. And look, funny enough, there's a horse and carriage right there under the shade. And this might be the balcony that's behind it with all the sheets hanging. Really cool. So many balconies, so many streets. Well, I probably should have read that this place doesn't open till 11:30 and it's only 10 a.m. right now. Come on, Jaycation, you know better than that. One thing I do need to do in the meantime is get some sunblock over at Lidl. Lidl never fails. Even in Mallorca, I was able to find one. Home of the Godfather, Sicily. They have jerseys of the Italian national team, but this is actually not Inter Miami. It may look like a Messi jersey with the black and pink, but it's actually Palermo's football team. And you know, Ferrari is popular here. You can always depend on Lidl for your cheap prices. It's right off of Ave Roma, which is the main street. Definitely what I need. $2.99 for the sunscreen. I don't want to be burning in this hot Sicilian sun. Also prevent that skin cancer, so sunblock it is. So this is the place that I'm waiting for to open. It's supposed to open at 10:30, but nope. Guess I'm wrong. Turn the corner to this piazza right here and they're selling arancini, oranges, all this other stuff, cannolis, seafood, although my restaurant's not open yet. Famous Market's about 13 minutes away, so I might actually have to just walk over there. Come back here later. I thought I was gonna have an early lunch. Guess not. I ran into the famous center that Luca took me to last night. We were doing all the restorations and stuff over here. I'm walking to the famous Mercat. All right, we made it to the Marcato Delaro. Tons of street food around here. Yeah, pick and choose. Let's see what they have to offer here. I heard they have this sandwich that has like intestines in it. I don't know if I'm gonna try that. We're gonna eat, baby. And look at all the various squid, sardines, octopus, cuttlefish, prawns, oh my God. And of course we are in Aperol Spritz heaven, so they have different types of Aperol Spritz and some limoncello. Jaycation would be in heaven right now. And cannolis, we also gotta try a cannoli at some point today. That pistachio cannoli looks fire. Might have to pick up Jaycation one of these. Souvenirs and everything over here too. They got all kinds of shirts and bags over here. I might have to get Momcation one of these. And all the other street foods they have here, meats. They even have a limoncello spritz. I'm glad I came over to the market here. Nice sleepy mural over here. You got tons of tables and just pick up your souvenirs. Just taking in the culture here. We had a guy filming with the Osmo Pocket and we had a nice laugh. It's like, nice camera, bro. Il Padrino, the home of the Godfather. Shout out to my godson, Valentino. For y'all that don't know, Jaycation is the padrino to quite a few of my nephews and nieces. Check out all the cool socks here. What? And then you get over here, you get the Salumeria de Nino. I wish I could take this stuff home, but I can't. The negatives of just having a backpack. Check out this fish market right here. Oh, look how big that tuna is right there. And shout out to my friend Steve and Leslie back in Maui. He's a fisherman. He comes from a fisherman family. He said if a fish market smells, it's not clean and it's not fresh. It does not smell over here, so you can tell it's clean. You even have the oysters, clams, and cockle. Even got shoes and purses over here. Some soccer jerseys.
Arancini, panelle, pane con la pizza. Puoi accomodare, magari. Non si fa che tavolo. Dada.
One? Un arancini.
Arancini, prosciutto e mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Prego ragazzi,
Buonissimo.
prego. Arancini, panelle, pane con la pizza. Ragazzi, prego. Prego ragazzi.
She's gonna make the arancini for me right here. She stood out the most.
Prego signori, prima si guarda e poi si mangia. Prego signori, accomodatevi, anche la pasta si fa. Prego signori, accomodatevi, prego.
She made the most effort and she's so entertaining. So that's where I'm getting the arancini. That lady was amazing. I had to throw her a tip. She said it's got mozzarella in here. Look at that. There's some weird light in the back that's making things flicker. Let's dig in. €3 for this arancini. We definitely got enough cash to go through this street market. So make sure you guys bring some euro. Oh boy. The mozzarella and the rice, nice and cheesy in the inside. It's also got ham. Amazing. I kid you not, phenomenal. Wow. That makes me happy. Now I'm gonna get that Lemonello Spritz. Ciao, grazie.
Ragazzi.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Buonissimo. Grazie mille. Ciao.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Prego, ragazzi.
All right, we're looking for a limoncello. You have lemon spritz? Yes, one. Grazie. Limoncello spritz. Oh yeah, I prefer this more than Aperol Spritz. This is amazing. Ice cold glass he brought out from the restaurant. Mix of limoncello, spritz, and fresh lemon. Jaycation would be jealous. Miss you, Jaycation. See you in a few weeks. Limoncello Spritz was amazing. This place closes at 2, so make sure you get here early.
Granita.
I'm good, grazie. Grazie. They're asking me for another Aperol. I'm like, dude, I've already had one. I was just about to leave. I couldn't leave this market without trying a cannoli. I think it's somewhere in the middle, so let's enjoy a cannoli before we get out of here. €4 cannoli secured, pistachio style. Let's go. All right, pistachio cannoli. Fire. Tasty, crunchy, crispy, not too sweet. Great pistachio flavor. Buonissimo. Ring the bell. So we saw this last night when Luca introduced us to this. One of the most important parts of Palermo. We're now on this street that is lined with restaurants and bars. They asking you to come in and all that. I'm just trying to get to that same place that was closed earlier and hoping it's open. The to-go pasta that I was trying. La Pasta di William, Cucina Siciliana. All right, we're close, 5 minutes away. Is the spot finally open? Oh yes it is. Let's grab ourselves some pasta and get on a move because we only got a day here, a complete day. I went with the menu. Man, this is a piping hot arancini. Got some Fanta. The pasta's gonna take about 15 minutes to make, but I'm happy to wait right here. Arancini number 3 comes from... What's up, man? What's up? Arancini number 3 comes from La Pasta di William. It is piping hot right now. I'm liking it. It's a little smaller, like a tennis ball, because I can't handle the huge one like the one I had last night. That's what she said. This is arancini al ragu. Woo. Yeet. Got the rice. This thing stays piping hot. You gotta wait some time to let that cool down, but yum yum in my tongue. Buonissimo. Also, never wear white. I already got some of that al ragu on my shirt here. We're gonna have to dab it with some water a little bit. It's cooling off. Hipan. In Tagalog, hipan means blow on it. You can get a la carte, but I ordered it by menu and it's cheaper. So it's $9.50. You get the arancini ball, you get the pasta, and you also get a drink. Fanta it is. And it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. Can't beat street food here in Palermo. La Pasta di William. This is their menu up here. They had the ZYZ is what I got. It's Analetti, an iconic pasta shape from Palermo, seasoned with a rich meat and vegetable ragu. Then their Disa is their other famous one. Typical Sicilian pasta with a fresh pesto made from garlic, basil, tomato, oil, and almonds. And I got the ragu arancini, but they also have salmon, spinach, butter as well. It's awesome. The pasta comes in one of these takeaway boxes and then you just eat it on the street. Look at these. Nice. We're taking this to the hotel. Perfect.
Your and these your.
Grazie mille. Thank you. Really nice owner, and the person with him, she looked like Ariana Grande. I'm gonna take the pasta back to my hotel. I'm only about 10 minutes away. Try it there. That way, if I have leftovers, I could throw it in the fridge and eat it later on. Those arancinis have filled me up. Man, remind me before the night is over. I need at least one Sicilian wine. Only Sicily wine. Thank God this place is open. This is Dolce Capo Gelateria. The only place on the street that's open because it's under construction. It looks like you gotta grab a ticket and there's a handful of people in here. An ice cream a day keeps the doctor away. You got that right. There's all their gelato. Pistachio Artigianale. Alright, just gonna melt quick, so we better eat this now. We're gonna have to sit down real quick while this sucker's gonna melt on me. We went with stracciatella and pistachio. Yeet. We were totally gonna eat and walk this, but the drippage. It's too crazy. It's good stuff though. €3, amazing, made in Sicily. To the next spot, let's go. That's such a demasculating name of a pub. Tinky Winky Drink Pub. Who knows? It actually might be a good pub. Random GameStop here. Sadly, they're closing down in parts of America, like my hometown of Mira Mesa. I'm gonna have to check out the Sicilia FC store. This style kit reminds me of the San Diego Zoo. If only they had zippered pockets, I'd probably cop a pair of shorts. These steps are historic for movie buffs. This is the filming location of the ending of Godfather 3 when Michael Corleone's daughter got shot. Right here in the middle of the steps, and she looks at her dad and then faints, and Il Padrino Tres ends. So this is a very popular spot. One of the filming locations that was shot here in Palermo, even though The Godfather 1, 2, and 3 were all filmed around here in Sicily. This line to Alantico Vinaio is insane, but maybe tonight we shall try. If not, I'm not gonna cry about it because you can have that in Vegas. So I want to get a bus pass so I can go to another beach town, and they said all the tabacherias have it for $140, so let's do it. All right, there you go, guys. 2 bus passes, $140 each. Make sure you validate once you get on the bus. I saw this store called Siciliani. Looks like they have some pretty dope gear. See if there's anything I want. All right, we're gonna try out the La Pasta di William. Came back to the hotel, went to lay down a little bit. Oh wow, that's a lot. It's still hot. This is like a special pasta only made here in Sicily. It's just like a ring of pasta. Almost looks like SpaghettiOs. That is good pasta. Especially with the Parmesan. Pasta at its finest. Now the question is, will this give me enough energy to go to the beach? It's only 3 o'clock. Your boy didn't come here to take a nap, I guess, so. We're gonna have to suck it up. Maybe even drink a coffee and get it over there, but La Pasta di William, yes sir. This is Politiama Gerabaldi. It's a teatro. We're walking towards the bus stop to go towards Mondello. And it looks like they're gonna have a beer bubbles festival over in this area. Artisanal beers. We are sunscreened up with the hat and the shorts, trying to stay light as possible. We're gonna hit the 8:06 bus, I believe. Take it 30 minutes up to Mondello. So it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. It is getting a little warmer, around 87 degrees. I decided to walk so I don't have to transfer buses because then I would need another bus pass and I only bought 2. So it was only a 15-minute walk from my hotel. Plus I need to. You've seen all the food I've eaten so far. And there it is, Mondello 806. It's even handwritten. There it is, that's the 806 bus to Mondello. We're gonna validate this right away. There we go. And there you are, validated correctly. I just got off the 806 bus to Mondello. It only took 30 minutes. There's no traffic. It's actually nice and scenic. Mountain range scape over here, right by the water that you drive along. And the beach is just right around the corner here. I already saw it. Made it to Mondello. So these are the beach clubs that you could pay 20 to 30 euro for a day bed. And then outside the gates, you can actually lay out, and there are some nice looking people around here. All right, we'll walk on the beach in a bit. Let's see what else they have to offer here. Let's go on a walk first before I get sand in my shoes. This is a beautiful beach though. Take a look at some of these beach houses. Old Italian style beach houses over here. All right, we walked out to the shore. Unlike other Italian beaches, they actually really have nice soft sand over here. but the public areas are just stacked with people bathing. Look how nice and blue this water is. You could rent these paddle boats by the hour. So many people in there. This is awesome. Nice clear day for this too. Nice Mediterranean blue water. People are supping over here and the water is super calm. Definitely can see why people love coming here to Mondello. Tons of bars and restaurants and day beds and clubs over here, and the prices change from depending on the time that you're here, and the water is beautiful, so plenty of things you can do. In YouTube videos in the past, I've seen a Ferris wheel here, but I don't spot the white Ferris wheel anymore. Huh, maybe they took it down. Here's that building that actually used to be an aquatic center. Lots of people playing in the water over here. Sat down here, got that Lemonello Spritz because we just fell in love with those. Got to get the shades on. We're right by the beach. And with the aperitif, they do give you trail mix, some olives, nuts, and some chips. And it's all for €8. And we by the beach. Chin Chin. Lemonello Spritz is where it's at. Round 2. This damn pigeon is testing my patience. He's circling my aperitivo. I didn't know they had a Cersei Lannister street here. All right, that will do it for Mondello. This was the Touring Cafe. Nice little view. Had a little aperitif here. Now it's time for a bus back to Palermo. Taking the exact same bus back to Palermo. Some of these houses are crazy. It almost feels like if a beach were in the middle of New Orleans. These are the mountainous cliffs that I've talked about on the way here. Really nice scenic drive. What is that pink building in the top? Mondello was amazing. I definitely recommend going to Mondello if you do Palermo at least for a day or two. You get your beach action along with the town action boss. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. I'm gonna go back to my Airbnb, take a little rest, and go out to dinner. I can't rest for too long. So if I fall asleep, it's game over, man. Well guys, the line at Alanto Vinayo is super long. Look at that. And this literally just opened a couple of weeks back. But I just wanted to show the prices compared to Vegas. €8 to €12, way less than Vegas. I'm not really sad because you could have this, granted, twice the price in other parts of the world. We should eat somewhere that you can't eat at anywhere else. So let me find another place. There's just no way we're waiting in that line. Let's find this other salumeria that's just as good as Alantico. Gorgeous murals around here though. The salumeria should be coming up soon to my left. Tons of art installations in this area. There it is. Salumi and formaggi a Putia, Sicily. We got a glass of Sicilian white wine, water, and their most famous sandwich, the Bronte. And they make their burrata in-house. They put some balsamic vinegar on top and a couple of different meats, pistachio. This is only €7. Look at that. Oh, that burrata looks amazing. Very good. Wow. The meats, the pistachio, beats waiting 3 hours in line. And it's nice and quiet over here. Nice and soft, prepared fresh. They even have a sandwich called Antico Vinayo. On the menu, great dinner. We're gonna need some gelato. We finished it all. Gonna finish off the white wine. That in-house burrata was fire, and this is gone. And I wanna try it, their limoncello gin, or their gin limoncello drink, which is basically limoncello with gin limoncello. Buonissimo. Couldn't leave without trying their gin limoncello. So basically, it's got limoncello in it, but with gin limoncello and something else, and then a lemon peel. I've had 2 limoncello spritzes today, spread out through the day. This one is fantastic with the gin. All 3 were amazing, but this definitely has a different taste. Gin limoncello. If I see that in duty free, we're getting that. This place was great. Let's find some gelato right across the corner. So this is the inside, and they have tons of different wines here, and also meats and cheeses. So good. The best in Sicily. That was Aputia. It was a small business, and honestly, I enjoyed that way more than going to that long line of Alantico Vinaio. We're turning the corner here, and we're gonna try to find that gelato spot, and then I'm gonna turn in for the night because we gotta get back to Barcelona early tomorrow. Well, not early, it's a 12 noon flight, but my pickup to the airport, which is kind of far, is around 8:40. Gelato, then bedtime. Buonasera. Oh wow, the gelato place that I want to try out is right here, Azzurra Gelateria, and they're celebrating their first birthday today. So they just popped a bottle of champagne, it looks like. Look at all this. They got pistachio and caramel. Yes, please. So they are enjoying their first birthday, and I ended up getting cream with it. They're like, nah, you gotta put all the toppings. So I went with the medium. It was only €3. They put some chocolate, whipped cream, and some nuts up top, a little cracker there, and I went with the caramel and the pistachio. We gotta do this Neistat style and park you guys up on a random electrical thing or mail bin. I got the caramelo and the pistachio from this place, and they're celebrating their first birthday, and they all look happy. It's pretty packed over there. Oh yeah. The name of the restaurant next to it is called Cacio e Pepe. Amazing Roman dish. This caramelo, fantastic. I should have probably got the large. That's how good this is. Pistachio. I'm still a gelato guy over Granita, but Granita, fantastic, especially with the brioche. Look, I'm getting all Italian with my hand gestures now. All right, I'm gonna walk back to my Airbnb. Enjoy this. Yeet. Made it back to the room. Happy birthday to Azzurra Gelateria. That's such a coincidence that I was able to celebrate that and have some of your amazing gelato. It's bedtime for me. We'll see you guys in the morning. Head over to the airport. Yeet. Buonasera. Well, good morning, Jaycation Nation. We are in our last morning here in Palermo. There's no creamer upstairs, even though there is a really nice coffee machine, and I need a nice coffee this morning. So what I did like about this B&B is they gave me a handful of suggestions of places nearby that are good for breakfast and aperitif and dinner. We're gonna check out one of their breakfast spots and then shower up and get back to Barcelona. We are parallel to the cruise ship terminal here in Palermo. There's a couple of ships down the way, and I found the cafe. It's called Amari Venitra. A pistachio croissant. Okay, we might have to do one of these. Couldn't leave Palermo without a proper cappuccino. At least one proper cappuccino in Italia. And when you order a cappuccino, you drink it standing up at the bar. Didn't have to ask. Shout out to Anthony Bourdain. Although I had that cappuccino, I had to take some advantage of the coffee here, and I needed a lot of caffeine today because it's early. Granted, it's 7:50 in the morning, but I'm gonna be up for a while. I gotta do a bunch of stuff last minute before I leave Barcelona and pack, just get everything in order so I don't miss my flight like I did last year on Sunday. But good news is my flight is until noon on Sunday. My flight that I missed last year was 7 a.m. That was a bad idea. But at Amari, I did got a pistachio croissant. They were really nice over there. I only paid €5 for everything. I also got another pastry, which I might just eat later on. Check out this mini pistachio croissant. Ooh, very nice. Goes well with this coffee probably. Nice small flaky croissant with pistachio paste, a little powdered sugar up top. Si puede. Yum. Oh, one other note of this Airbnb. The TV actually has YouTube, and I just didn't know. I've been watching it the whole time on my laptop. Come on, Jaycation, look at the remote. I really did like this Airbnb. It's a smart Airbnb with the girl that starts with an A. If I said her name, she'd listen to me. And this bed reminds me of the NSYNC music video, Tearing Up My Heart, when Justin Timberlake's lying down and he's like, it's tearing up my heart. That's the bed. Tearing up my heart. Funny enough, I bought this shirt over at Bershka in Barcelona, and it's a Palermo's dream shirt, like the design, and brought it to Palermo, and it says, "Whispers of the past linger in every sunlit Palermo dreamscape. Wander ancient streets, embrace golden sunsets, and taste Sicilian magic." That is a beautiful shirt, and they do have some of the pictures of the mosques and other cathedrals here. And then I bought this shirt at Alcott. Nice Palermo haul right there. The difference between getting your souvenirs in town, look at that, €6.90 for these, which you can get for €1 for the most part around Palermo. Now, the one advantage of duty-free is, especially if you're doing cost-effective airlines like Ryanair, like I am, if you buy a duty-free item and you have it in the bag, that doesn't count as your carry-on. So they'll let you have that on the plane because it's a duty-free item. So I am gonna try to get some limoncello for Jaycation, maybe a couple of other things. Even though it costs a little more, at least I'm able to pay the premium, but get it on the plane without getting charged the extra €75 or whatever, how crazy expensive it is. Here we go, let's get Jaycation, a nice bottle of limoncello. If I had room in my bag, I would totally get this Malfi. I love this pink grapefruit, but I think we found what I want for Jaycation. We just made it to the airport, got through security, duty-free and all that, and now we're at Puro Gusto, true Italian. I gotta get some work done, and there's no lounge here in Palermo, so I just got another drink. I couldn't have left Italy without one more Lemonello Spritz. Nice, got the laptop out. There's really no space to work at the gate. The one airport that doesn't have a priority pass lounge, or any lounges at that. I figured, you know what, one last final. Cheers. Well, Jaycationers, that will do it here from Sicily in Palermo. I hope you guys like this video. Hopefully one day we can be back. Check out Catania, check out Trapani, and all the different types of spots around town. Maybe even go to the White Lotus area. Tierra Mina, I believe it's called. Comment down below where I should go to Sicily someday in the future, and we'll see you in the next one. More travel to come, short trip for me, so we will see you in Canada soon. So French Canada, here we come. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay traveling. Sicily, Palermo. Grazie.